Dear students, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will cover one of the most difficult tasks of PT speaking section, which is describe image. Even though it appears quite challenging because of the nature of the questions you get and the time limitations you have, if you follow certain techniques and if you follow a proper template, it will not be so difficult. So let's take a look at today's video, see what you can learn from it, and see how easy describe image can be for you in your PT. Now let's jump into today's video, describe image. What we will cover today, we will be covering the task description, we'll cover marking criteria, strategies, a template, and we'll do a couple of demonstrations. Now, as per Pearson's official guide, describe image tests your ability to describe the information in an image of a graph, chart, map, table, or picture. So what will happen in the test is you are going to see an image. You will have 25 seconds to prepare, and then you will be able to speak, and your answer must be finished within 40 seconds, right? Quite a few things in describe image. So very simply, you will see an image. You have 25 seconds to prepare. You will have, you have to describe the given image. Your response should be within 40 seconds. Your score will only go to speaking, and you'll get 6 to 7 questions in this way. Right. One of the very important thing of describe images, I always ask students to look at the name of the question type. It says describe image. So you have to understand that the image that you get needs to be described rather than trying to be very logical. So whatever you see, you describe. Even if you think of this page as an image, you can see that there is a picture of a camera, there is a picture of a clock, there is a picture of mountain, there is a picture of another clock, there's a picture of a podium, and there is a picture of question mark. Rather than really going through the details of their description, what's really written, I'm just describing what I can see. Right, so this is the exam screen. So you can see that the instructions are given here, right? In the instruction, it is clearly mentioned that you have 25 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to deliver your answer. In your exam, you will find this audio status box where it will say recording in that many seconds. That means after that many seconds, recording will start. However, in your exam, you will not find this timer as a countdown timer, while you are recording your answer. Rather, it will be just this bar and it will become blue. You have to keep this in mind, that timer will not be here. And there will be a next at the bottom right hand side corner of the screen. Once you are finished recording, you click next. Right. This is one type of image that you get. As you can understand that this is a pie chart, and you can also get bar graph. You can also get line graph. And you can also get a process or a flow chart. You can get a table. You can also get a map. And you can also get something as random as this. Now, whatever image you get, you have to have some sort of strategy, and we will go to the strategy in a moment. Just take a look at the marking criteria first. First, you have 15 marks. Just so you know, you have 15 marks for each question. You have 5 marks for fluency, 5 for pronunciation, and 5 for content. Now, for fluency and pronunciation score, we have discussed them in details in Read Aloud video. Please go there, look at that video, take the lesson by heart, because the fluency and pronunciation trick that we not really, I wouldn't say trick, the strategy that we have, that doing proper phrasing, having proper stress and intonation, not having any non-native phonological non-native phonological fillers, all these things still apply. So I recommend that you go to the video or read aloud and get accustomed with those terms and learn what they mean. When it comes to the content of a describe image, remember your job is to describe all the elements of the image and their relationships and possible developments and conclusion or implication. It is very important that we give a conclusion. Now I know these image types look a lot like IELTS writing task 1 in academic test, on that task we are not supposed to give a proper conclusion, right? So this same notion cannot be carried forward here, unfortunately. You have to you have to have a conclusion in these question types, right? Let's In terms of pronunciation, we already know all these things. We can see it says the same thing as it said in the describe image, that all vowels and consonants are produced in a manner that is easily understood by regular speakers of the language. The speaker uses assimilation and deletions appropriate to continuous speech. Stress is placed correctly in all words, and sentence level stress is fully appropriate. So basically what it is asking you to do is to, clearly pronounce things, have proper stress and in word and sentence level. Right, and in terms of fluency, still the same thing. Speech shows smooth rhythm and phrasing, so you need to have chunking. You cannot have any hesitation, repetition, false start, and non-native phonological simplifications. It is if you are confused with all these terms, I will reiterate, go back to the read aloud video. Now, let's look at the strategies for describe image. Before I jump into that, always remember number one is the name of the question. Like I said, it's describe image, not scientifically or logically describe image. So try not to be too logical, and also try not to describe every aspect. There will be images that will have lots of information on them. Please don't try to describe everything. At the end of the day, your job is to describe within a given time period. So of course keep an eye on the timer. Once you try to describe everything, you really do not have enough time, and you will run out of time and your answer will remain incomplete. Right, an ideal answer should finish between 30 to 35 seconds, has proper pronunciation with right stress and intonation, contains 4 to 5 sentences. These 4 to 5 sentences will entirely depend on your natural rate of speech or your fluency. I personally cannot complete 5 sentences. I stay within 4 sentences. Contains an introduction with title, very important. Contains a description with as many aspects or levels as possible. Contains a sentence with most significant information. Must contain a conclusion. So this is what an ideal answer should contain. And in order to achieve all these, I strongly recommend that you use a template, because in your exam you will have very little time to think. If you are trying to make up everything, then you will not have enough time for you to come up with a complete sentence or sentences one after another that maintains fluency and that has no hesitation. Right now, when answering, always remember, do not start a new sentence after 35 seconds. That's a big no-no. The reason is very simple. Once you start a new sentence after 35 seconds, you will not be able to finish it. Now, do not have hesitation, repetition, false start, non-native phonological simplifications. Again, it's covered very in details with the read aloud video. Do not skip the conclusion, very important. Do not contain, of course, too much information. The reason is very simple. We do not have enough time. Now, when you have 25 seconds of preparation time, that is the key to your success. In this 25 seconds, make sure you gather 3 sets of information. Number one, you find out the title of the image that will go in the first and the last sentence of the answer. also find out all the aspects or levels, whatever you can find out, whatever you can see there, right? Anything you list it. If it is already written in your image, don't write it down, maybe, if because 25 seconds is not enough. But if the image is totally random picture with no labels, try to find out some of the things or some of the aspects of the image or properties of the image that attracts your attention and list them. Because when you are speaking and looking at an image with no labels, with the time pressure, you will not be able to deliver it as you should be delivering it, right? And the next is most important aspect, that out of all the aspects you have seen, which one is the most significant? It can be highest, it can be lowest, it can be the most brightest color, it can be the biggest portion of a picture, it can be the smallest portion of a picture. And make sure you at least take one number or one of the properties, one of their qualities when you are answering, right? So if you're looking at an image and let's say there is no number, no nothing, but you can see there is a very big train in the image, right? So you can say you see a train which occupies most of the image or more than 50% of the image area. So in this way you are quantifying something that does not have really a quantification, which gives your answer more authenticity. And of course, to comparing aspect, if you can, like this is for the optional sentence, fourth sentence that I will show you shortly, which I cannot in my my experiences, I cannot really finish 5 sentences within 35 to 40 seconds, so I tend to avoid it, right? So this is, let's say, an image. Let's try and find out all the information about the image. So if I'm looking at this image, first and foremost, I'm gonna try to find out the title, and I can see this is the title. And I will find out all the labels. The labels here are Iceland. So let's say L1, and then I have L2. I have other labels here, like blood type is another label. So let's say L3, and I have also, these are all part of the labels, L4, L5, L6, L7. Now let's look at the most significant one. I can see in Iceland, the most significant is blood type O. So let's say I will put like this. And in Norway, the most significant one is blood type A, right? And then you have the lowest one, if you want to pick as well. I normally do. In Iceland, it is AB, which is the lowest, right? And in Norway, it is also AB, again the lowest. So I found out all my information. Now, see, there is no quantification here. How would you do it, right? In my case, I will say this highest one is more than 50% of the pie chart, and I can see that it is also just slightly over 50%, right? So I will keep that information in my answer. So let's take a look. That's the title, and yes, these are the aspects or labels and the most important information. Now that we know we have collected our data in 25 seconds, let's jump into the template and let's try to answer by this information that we have collected. Now, this is the introduction of the template, right? The given image provides information related to, then I give the title of the image. If there is no title or the title is too short, make sure that you come up with a title. There may be images there will be no title. You come up with any title that you want, right? If you remember, the images when I was showing you random image, there are just two images of one colored image and one black and white. You can just say two images of colored and black and white nature, or you can say two images of two different era, something like that. Everything is fine, but have a title ready, right? So we have already found our title here, which is blood distribution type. And as it is too short, what I will do is I will add the name of the countries with blood distribution in the title. Now that you know the template, you have the information, let's put them into practice. The given image provides information related to distribution of blood types in Iceland and Norway. Now that we are done with our introduction, let's look at this second sentence, which is the descriptive sentence. We can say, additionally, it provides information related to the aspects of levels, as many as we can. Now, if I'm not wrong, we have already found out all the aspects of levels for this particular image. We found out that these are, blood types, Iceland, Norway, and blood type O, A, B, and AB. We will just mention them in our description. Additionally, it provides information related to blood types in Iceland and Norway, such as O, A, B, and AB. All right, now that we know what our second sentence should be, let's look at the third sentence. Third sentence is, moreover, the most important aspect is related to. Then I give the highest or the most important one and give a number with that, and then give the lowest and most important one and give a number with that if possible. Right? Let's take a look. Moreover, the most important aspect is related to blood type O in Iceland and A in Norway, which is more than 50%, and AB in Iceland and Norway. Okay, now that we have given the most important information, then this sentence that we have, which is a comparison or additional sentence, this is totally optional. You can use it or you cannot use it. I do not use it, but still, let's learn it. Let's have some additional information at our hand. So I can see that it says, furthermore, another important info aspect is related to. Then I give any two aspects. I can just mention two aspects, or I can simply have two aspects and make a comparison by saying comparatively, or I can also say respectively if needed. So I can say related to A and B respectively or comparatively. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. I do not use it in my own answer. So let's take a look at what will happen if I do. Furthermore, another important aspect is related to Iceland and Norway with blood type B. Okay, now to the most important part, which is the conclusion. We have seen in the description that we need to have conclusion. So let's say, to conclude the information provided by the image, the significance of my key point. Here, key point means the most important information that I provided in the third sentence is crucial to the title of the image, which I did provide in the first sentence. Right? Let's take a look what to make of it. To conclude the information provided by the image, the significance of blood type O in Iceland and A in Norway is crucial to the distribution of blood types in Iceland and Norway. Now that you have seen the template in action, this is the full template. I will post it in the description of the image of the video. Please get it from there and use it to your advantage. Remember that you have to have this introductory sentence and descriptive sentence, and of course, most important one, this is optional. This is based on your fluency, and this is conclusion which you must have. Let's see what will happen if I try to answer all of them together. The given image provides information related to distribution of blood types in Iceland and Norway. Additionally, it provides information related to blood types in Iceland and Norway such as O, A, B, and AB. Moreover, the most important aspect is related to blood type O in Iceland and A in Norway, which is more than 50%, and AB in Iceland and Norway. To conclude the information provided by the image, the significance of blood type O in Iceland and A in Norway is crucial to the distribution of blood types in Iceland and Norway. Alrighty, now it's your turn to practice. This is an image, as you can see. There are plenty of informations. Take a look at it in 25 seconds. Be ready to answer. Right, I believe you have gotten all of your information sorted. Let's see. I have got the following information. Of course, first of all, I got the title, and then I also got the aspects, and I also got the most significant information, which is highest and lowest. By keeping them in mind, it is now time that we answer. Now you have 40 seconds to answer. Let's try. Right, time's up. Hopefully, you've gotten your answer recorded. I will show you my answer. This is my answer. Let's take a look at my recording. The given image provides information related to consumer expenditure for the United States in the year 2017 and 18. Additionally, it provides information related to housing, insurance, transport, food, healthcare, entertainment, and so on. Moreover, the most important aspect is related to housing expenditure, which is 33%, and education expenditure, which is 2.4%. To conclude the information provided by the image, the significance of housing expenditure and education expenditure is crucial to the consumer expenditure for the United States. Great. Now that you have learned about how to do proper describe image, hopefully you'll be able to use this template to the best of your ability to get you prepared for your PD test. Right, hopefully this video has helped you to understand how to use the template properly. It is important that you prepare well at home. Like the way when I was preparing, I figured out I can't really use 5 sentences, so I ended up using 4 sentences. It is now your turn. Download as many images as you can from different sources. I know that there are lots of real exam question images. Download them, use this template, and apply it. Practice with it. See whether you can do 4 or 5 sentences. See whether you can actually collect information within 25 seconds, and try to do some images that are difficult. And in this way, you'll be ready for your exam. And this question type will not be difficult for you anymore in the exam. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more videos.